Excellent. Hey, everybody. How's it going? We are
Hey,
here with
everyone.
Anthony Milone. Thanks for joining us. Who's
Of
here
course,
first?
thanks for having me.
Who is here first? Ryan is here first, and then all good. Hey, guys. How's it
Hey,
going?
Ryan, how's it going?
Here we go. another Tuesday night. And Anthony and I were just talking. Like I told Anthony, it's like, I tend to laugh a lot during these. Ryan made me laugh quite a bit as well, obviously. Yep. And then he pipes up and says, "Well, hey, I laugh a lot as well." And I go, "This is gonna be great."
Yeah, I'm ready. We're gonna have a good time. Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, no, good. Thanks for joining us as well. Everybody that's here, make mention, say something, ask Anthony questions throughout tonight. We want you guys to participate as much as possible. Let's have some fun tonight. Yeah. And so Anthony's information, his YouTube channel is scroll right up to the top. Obviously, it's right there, and his Instagram channel as well. It's there. His contact info is there as well. So here, let's get right to the gist of it here, Anthony.
Let's do it.
Get the ball rolling. First question for you tonight is going to be, why did you start as an investor?
As an investor, let's see. So I started back in high school, and I just always was very intrigued with the whole idea of being able to pick your own stocks, especially get your own dividends from stocks. So before I was even 18, I couldn't even open an account, and I actually asked my dad, who had a TD Ameritrade account, to buy me shares of Microsoft. So that was the first investment I ever made. I think it was right before Microsoft Xbox 360 was coming out. So I thought that could have been a really good value. But even thinking back, right now, it's crazy as you learn more about stocks. I think it was trading around $34, but comparing two stocks, that stock's technically more expensive than some stocks that are worth $200 or $300 because of the market cap. But I didn't really understand that as someone who's just getting into investing. So I think that's something you learn as you continue to go on, and that's why I kind of wanted to channel that and go learn more. And that's why I went to college to study accounting and study finance as well. So I kind of want to continue to learn more and really just build my portfolio over time and just learn as much as I could about investing.
Good. And currently, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, so right now I currently work as an auditor at a public accounting firm. I just started last November, so I've been there for a year so far.
And you like it?
I like what I'm learning. I do. I work both on the commercial side and the financial services side, so I get exposure to a lot of different, the business side. I've worked on healthcare companies as well as from the financial services side. So I worked on private equity and hedge funds. So I do like the financial side of it more, but it's still not what I'm really passionate about in a way. Because even though I get to work with the hedge funds, it's more of auditing the numbers. You don't really get to get the whole aspect of as an investor on it, but you do learn a lot. So I like the aspect of getting to learn about all those entities. Yeah.
Good for you. Ryan, no way. Microsoft hit another all-time high today. Anthony, are you aware of this?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I got to say yes, even if I'm not.
Yeah. Ryan, what did it close at? Let us know in the comments. If you
I know Disney did. Disney hit all-time high too. It hit hit 151 plus. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. Holy mackerel for the investors world. That's cool. That's exciting. Wow. Okay. Well, Ryan's digging that up and whatnot. Also, Ryan, while you're there, why don't you find out, if you can, what did Tesla close at today too? We were talking earlier that
he doesn't have to look. He knows it. He knows. He's got to check. I don't think he's got to check. He knows.
So why did you get into becoming an investor, and what's the best part of it, do you think? Do you enjoy the most?
I think having the flexibility and the option to just get it whatever you want. So I think I've actually made a video on my channel about what reasons why I buy particular stocks instead of why I invest in mutual funds, because I think you just get that flexibility. You get to just build something that's unique to you. So, some of my age is probably going to have a little bit more of the growth side to it, opposed to all dividend stocks. Right. And I think that's what you kind of get out of investing. You can kind of just tailor your portfolio to what really fits you and what you want to achieve with your investing strategy. And then you can kind of just, especially if you're investing in, say, a commission-free trading account, you can kind of just build that portfolio over time instead of having to put, $1,000 in at one time and buy a bulk of stocks. You can kind of just space that out over, a course of weeks for the next 10, 20, 30 years. So that's kind of what I want to do. That's kind of how I implement my investment strategy. I use both Robinhood and M1 Finance to kind of just build those in different ways.
Right. So that was my next question. What platforms do you use? You just answered. But it's
great. So, well, I can kind of build on it too a little bit. Like how I use different strategies on them as well. Because like my Robinhood account is mainly focused a little bit more on the dividend side. So I kind of stick with buying like Pfizer and Disney and AT&T, those kind of stocks, Apple. And then what I'm doing with my M1 Finance, I recently just found M1 Finance back in June. So I recently started putting in about $172 a week and allocating that to mainly Google and to Apple. Google and Amazon. So I allocate 80% of my portfolio to those two stocks, 40% each. And then I kind of break that up with additional 10 stocks that are all dividend, a little bit of growth. So that's how I kind of get a little bit more exposure to like the high end stocks such as Apple, such as Google and Amazon.
Excellent. So going back to your statement just now, you were saying $172 a week is what you set aside to invest.
Yeah, for my M1, and then I do 75 into Robinhood. So it roughly comes out to almost $1,000 a month right now.
All right. Good. Okay, your first question of the night is from All Good. Anthony, do you invest in ETFs? Travis, how you doing?
I don't have any ETFs right now, but it's something I would definitely consider, picking up a few different funds or ETFs down the road. But right now I kind of strictly stick to individual stocks.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
And that post my 401k as well. But
excellent. Gen X. Glad you could join us as well.
Gen X, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. So far, everybody that's commented, I think we're all here. So again, take a look at Anthony's YouTube channel. It's, like I said, it's at the very top there, guys. Go and make sure everybody, we're all connected here. That's the idea. We got a great, I was telling Anthony, behind closed doors here before we went live, is that we got a great community here. We're all working together.
Really
we're all growing. Anthony's channel, he started it in
September 1st was my first upload.
And he has how many subscribers?
I think like 729 roughly, around there. It's kind of crazy. I owe a lot to the people in this community right here. I mean, Ryan has been a huge supporter of me. Gen X dividend investor. I mean, Travis Williams, another guy in here. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it without, I remember I made my first video and I think it might have taken a couple days or so to get like one comment. And then just when I first saw that first comment from someone I didn't know, I was like blown away. And that's when it just started to click. I'm like, wow, this is something. Let's just roll with it. Let's have fun with it, and let's see what happens.
Yep, definitely. And Jose's here. Good to see you, Jose.
Jose.
And let's see. Okay, so Ryan got back to us. Microsoft did close out
150. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've held on this whole time too, since it's been like 6 or 7 years I bought it. So,
really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, let's see here. What else? Risky play on a penny stock based on a rumor. Fingers crossed. You did, Ryan? Good for you. Like the risky move. A little bit of excitement there.
Yeah. Holy
macro. And Dave.
Hey, Dave. Good to see you, man.
First. So, Travis, you like the Johnny Cash t-shirt? It's the only thing I could find. Thanks a lot. It's the only thing I could find for to celebrate our American friends' Thanksgiving coming up. That has a U.S. flag.
I like it.
Thanks. We had ours last month, so
very nice.
Really, I could think of I gotta find something for you guys tonight. And good old Johnny, man, good old Johnny. So
never go wrong.
Dave says last today. Yeah, you are. You're late getting to the party. All right. So we're just talking to Anthony about his investing. What he does. We're just getting to know him. Hopefully he's going to be part of the, the community on a more regular basis and support everybody else's live streams as well. It's great to grow our community. So Ryan saying, love Johnny Cash. Excellent. Thank you so much. And so we're just going to fire out a bunch of questions to him throughout the night tonight, guys. So if you guys have got anything, throw them out as well. Okay. I've got a whole bunch of questions. I've added a whole bunch of new ones. Also, we're gonna bounce from a little bit personal to a little bit of his investing strategies, why he's doing what he's doing, and what his plans are and whatnot. But let's talk about the YouTube channel for a little bit. Then, what are your plans for your channel? I mean, you just started a couple months ago, pretty much. you know, talk to us about like where do you find your inspiration in the creativity side?
Yeah, so it initially started, I think my first video was just like an introduction, and then I led that up with why I use Robinhood as an investment, and then I piggyback that onto the individual stocks that I have, so then I can kind of like tailor my Robinhood portfolio updates and always kind of relay it back to that initial video that I made. So I don't have to like go all full in depth on every investment. If anyone wanted to know a particular reason why I invested in those stocks, they have that other video that's around. It was like 12 minutes of a full overview of every stock. So that's definitely a big focal point of my channel with the whole Robinhood portfolio updates. And I try to like keep them like very informative, but also keep them on a level where if someone who doesn't necessarily invest in the stock market, they can still hopefully understand the gist of it. Because I try to stay on the company level, what's going on in the market and how to fully understand that. But then I also try to tie in. Now I'm trying to start to add in more videos about weekly updates. Like I did a video on the Google acquisition of Fitbit. I did the Disney Plus video, and we were talking about before how I potentially would like to really just start to build this community even more, kind of be more of like a brand myself as an investor, and maybe even relay that into if I have, hopefully in the future, would like to get into real estate and even like take everyone along my journey and share where I'm looking at houses, why I'm looking at this house, and how I'm going to go about investing in that. And it kind of just like build, like similar like what Ryan has, like the way he structures his videos. I really like how he does it. Like he's very involved, and it's really cool aspect of the channel.
Yeah, definitely. Gen X, speaking of videos as well. And I think we're all big fans of his.
Oh yeah, his videos are phenomenal. They're out of control.
Yeah,
they really are.
And Ryan says thanks a lot. Yeah, Travis is asking, Dave, when are you dropping your video? I think he's a little behind. Let's find that out. Okay, and your future plans then, like, you know, the goal, or are you still just figuring all this out, sort of thing, with the channel and enjoying the journey?
Yeah, I think I'm figuring it out, enjoying it, but definitely real estate has been one thing that's been on my mind within the next, I would hope to say 2 to 3 years. I would like to have that as my goal, but with the channel, I just want to continue to put more videos out. And we spoke about it before, like the field that I work in accounting, like busy season is right around the corner, and it's going to be like very demanding with the hours from like January to April. It basically is an early day is going to be 9 to 9. And then I have to commute home, and I'm getting home, you know, and some nights last year as a first year where I worked till 11 or midnight. So it's kind of in the back of my head. Like, I don't know how I'm really going to be able to balance that, especially working on Saturdays, but I am a grinder, and I will find a way to at least get some sort of content out in that period, and at least try to stay engaged with my viewers, whether that be if I'm more engaged with their channels, or, you know, trying to at least get a video out once a month. I mean, not once a month, once a week, but yeah, even after that, like I still, you know, after that time's over, I want to just hit the ball rolling. Yeah, and continue to, you know, beef up work for what I hopefully didn't miss as much. But if I did lack in that time span, then I really want to pick up where I left off.
Got it. So you are living in the Long Island, New York area, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and you commute into work into the big apple every day.
Yep.
So you're saying that gives you some opportunity to go get creative, write things down when you're on the train.
Yep. Yeah. That's why, like, before I even started, I was like, do I have enough ideas? Do I have enough content to really start my own channel? Because I didn't want to make my first 1 or 2 videos and they're like, well, what do I do now? Like, I'm blanking, you know? So every morning I would be in the train and be like 7 o'clock, and I just had my laptop out and I started typing a couple ideas, and those ideas started turning into like legit like paragraphs of like content. I continued that onto 1 to 2, and then I had about 10 videos that were ready and really just gave me that, you know, that start. Because when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, like I was nervous under the camera, and since then I feel like I've gotten a lot more comfortable. I've definitely improved what I'm using. Like my first video, I strictly was on my Mac, and I was using my webcam, and then I went out and I got an external webcam to kind of help with the quality of it. And then about, I think maybe a month ago, I needed a phone anyway. So I ended up getting the new iPhone for I got the 4K quality. So I just always want to keep building the channel, keep building the quality of it. So yeah, tax season it's a bit.
Sorry, man. It's a killer tax season.
Yeah. It is not fun.
Not fun at all. Travis, there you go.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson did crush it.
Yeah.
And that's another aspect of my channel too. I recently started 2 weeks ago with the whole fantasy live stream. It's called Malone's Makers and Breakers, all about just how, because I've been into fantasy for, I don't know, maybe the past like 10 years. I love it. Me and my buddies are always in it. It's a great way for us to keep in touch. And I thought it'd be a really great way for the community to really just start to engage with everyone and just like have fun with it.
Yeah.
So it's all about just on a week-to-week basis, I pick a couple guys who I think could, be a good value. And I feel like it translates a little bit to how I analyze stocks, because you're looking at a guy who, like this week, Baker Mayfield was a guy I said he could be a really good value. He was like significantly less than some of the higher end quarterbacks like Drew Brees or say Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson he played exceptionally well, but you know what you're going to kind of get at the highest price guy. So Baker was like, I think 1,000 or so on less than him. So I said for his price, I think he provides a value. So I kind of like bring it a little bit into that analysis side of it. And then it kind of like translates a little bit to how I evaluate stocks in a way almost.
Got it. What motivates you?
I'm very driven for, it's not success. I want to be able to help people. That's really what motivates me. I want to be in a place where I can be able to make a difference. I really mean it. Like that's why a lot of my videos are strictly focused on trying to help people just learn about investing or learn about ways to, with their credit cards, how to manage a credit card. It's not like trying to push them, hey, get a credit card. I'm just trying to say like, hey, I think this is like what credit cards can provide you, what value they can provide you if you're able to, not go overboard on your spending, or if you, don't, abuse it, if you see the value in it. And so yeah, I think I want to just be able to help people. I want to be able to be very involved in charity, as I hopefully, progress, the next 10, 20 years. And that's a big part of what I want to, that's what drives me, to be able to help my family. Cool. And yeah.
That's really cool. Is there an underlying reason, or is there a, specific event that, makes you want to do this and give back? And why? Is it just the way you're wired and you're just
the way I'm wired? Yeah. I always in high school, I used to do like St. Baldrick's. It's like it's a foundation where you would shave your head for childhood cancer and try to raise money. I would always, in college, I went to Habitat for Humanity. It's right. You build houses. I only did it a few times, but it's just stuff I always wanted to get involved with. And I just like the aspect of trying to help people and just, give back. And even like, it's in like a day-to-day stuff in like college. Like I feel like I do at times put others first for myself. And I know some people could say like it's not the best thing to do, but for me, as long as I'm still, in a position where I am furthering my own self, I think it's okay to help others and really just help, like in college, like I would always go out my way if anyone needed help in any classes. Not necessarily I was the best in that class, but I would at least try to do what I can to help them with that.
Good for you. Good for you. It's, what, that's awesome. It's really nice to hear people talk this way, that they're, they look out for others.
Yeah.
That was my upbringing as well. It's like, you always look out for other people,
yeah,
your team, and you look out for one another. So it's nice to hear other people talk that way as well. All good saying. What are your thoughts on health and fitness?
Yeah, I'm big into sports. I grew up from a young age playing baseball. I played football in high school. I ran a little bit of track, and yeah, so I'm very into the whole aspect of health and fitness. I've been slacking a little bit just because it's just hard to balance everything all in one, like getting home so late and then having time to go to the gym. But it's definitely something that I've been very into, and I need to get back into going to the gym a little bit more. But I try to eat healthy. Yeah, everyone does have those, those cheat days where you pick out on the French fries and the burger. But I try to stay towards the salad, at least here and there, and keep it on the healthy side for the most part.
Good for you. Hey, Vegan Fit, thanks for joining us. And yes, I agree. I'm sure we all agree. We need more people like him. That's for sure. So talk about staying in shape. Vegan Fit. Make sure everybody checks out her channel.
I'm going to have to check her out.
Definitely. So, okay. So tell us a bit more about you then, personally then. What drives you?
Drives me.
Yeah.
trying to think.
What motivates? Like, where do you get your drive from?
I think my parents, honestly, they always just like from a young age, they not push me, but just like always had the confidence in both me and my sister to just go for what we wanted. Like my mom said, one of my mom's like biggest saying was just dance. Like just go for it and just take it, And it's like it always stuck with me. Just like, you know what, whatever it is, just go for it. Just take that chance and just go out, be yourself, and just see what happens, and just make the most of it. And that's kind of what I take out of every opportunity. I just try to give it my all and just see where it goes. And they have been a huge part in supporting me on this. Not only this, just throughout my whole life in college and just everything. And it's a big part of the reason I'm so driven.
Good for you. Good. So what investors on YouTube do you follow? Who are your favorites?
I like all the people in the channel here. Before I started my own channel, Jake Jones, I don't know if you're familiar with him. I liked his channel. He did a lot of Robinhood portfolio updates. He's a larger size. I think he's around like the 10,000 range. I did like Graham Stephan. He had good content. He was very engaging. But I really I was also another one who I watched years ago, like probably 4 or 5 years ago. He was a big part of the reason I got into investing. That was the Dividend Doctor. He has like a portfolio like around $30,000, and he's like super involved in how he analyzes his stocks and just getting those monthly and quarterly dividends into the portfolio.
Nice.
Those are 3 guys that I liked a lot.
Good. There you go, Gen X. If you guys like football, you got to check out the streams.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
he's got the passion. So yeah, you know what? Do a get a notification going so we can all jump on board next time. What do you usually stream on those ones? On the Sundays?
Yeah, Sunday at noon Eastern time.
Got it.
We're gonna go for the hour. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Gen X investor. He came up with a really cool idea that every week I'll pick a team, and if they end up losing, I'll have to end up wearing like a jersey of a team I don't like. So I'm a Giants fan. So if I end up losing, I'll have to wear like an Eagles or Cowboys jersey. So this week I did pick the Browns, and the Browns did win. So I don't have to go there yet, but we'll see. We'll see about this week. I don't know yet. So
excellent. Hey, Dividend Project, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here.
Good to see you, Ricky.
There you go. I think he's a great guy. Glad to see things happening for him.
I really appreciate that.
Really, really cool. Okay, book-wise, what books do you like to read?
That's a bad. I don't read that much. That's the bad. I know I need to start, but there was a book in college that was very focused on like financial ratios and analysis, and that was like a book I read for one of my classes. So I can ride with that about all analyzing stocks, but it's definitely something I need to get more into for sure. I know my sister's always been telling me to read The Secret. That's definitely a book I want to look into. A lot of that, the mindset about it. I think I'm blanking a little bit, but The Secret is definitely a good book.
Reese, okay, so if you had the opportunity, what kind of books would you read?
I think a lot of like maybe like Warren Buffett, like something like how to start your own business, or
So let's see if anybody can give us any recommendations here. Oh, Gen X. Nancy Drew is pretty good. And the Hardy Boys too. All right. So Daniel, thanks for joining.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey. We were talking about you before, just about, your program and whatnot. And of course, it's going to come up into conversation. The Mastery of YouTube by Daniel. So make sure everybody jumps on board with that as well. Contact him if you guys want to learn more about it. So good to have you aboard. Thank you very much. Next plan then. Let's see. What is okay? So you're still fairly young, right?
Yeah,
so,
I just turned 25 in August.
Really? August what?
August 8th.
Oh, I'm August 11th.
Oh wow,
pretty close. Good.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you, Leo.
Yep.
So you can do all your long-term investing, I'm sure, whatnot.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to plan to retire? And if you do, what's your definition of retiring?
I would hope to. I goal-wise, age, I would say 50. That'd be like the mark I want to retire at. And I see retiring as having the option to, of course, live without having to work, but I still want to be able to, still be involved and still, hopefully maybe have a business one day or be involved on YouTube and still be active in the community. So I don't want my, work life to stop. I just want to be doing something that I love. And where I'm at right now, I don't see the long-term future in auditing and accounting. I know that right now it's just a means to learn and get experience and kind of leverage that experience that I got into, a future job, potentially in finance. But I definitely want, my retirement to have, still continue to be involved. So I don't want the work to stop, but want to be able to still be active and, keep going and hopefully, build more towards the future.
What's your definition of being successful?
Definitely, I think being able to make an influence for sure. I know I touched on it before, but I think for me, like just being able to make a difference in people's lives and, be able to set up my I don't have kids right now, but when I end up having kids, being able to set them up for their future, being able to, potentially put them through college, be able to support them and just be able to really build them a nest egg. So that's a big focus for me, being able to, build something to further give down the line and just,
Yep. Good for you. All good. 25. He is a baby. That's right. But with, he's got the opportunity, like, oh man, to grow like 25. Good for you, man.
Thanks.
It's like having the connection with like everything that you got, all these different platforms and great communities. And man, you just like, you're set. Like you really, really are. If you want it, it's all out there to learn, right? So
yeah.
What's Ryan saying here? Want to get your sabbatical from work and travel. Great idea. That's a great idea. You ever consider doing something like that, Anthony?
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, so we've got my wife and I got a fund set up for our twin boys. They're 9.5, and it's they each have their own fund where it's we're investing for them to be able to do that when they get out of either high school or finish university, mm-hmm. and travel the world together. Yeah. For a year. And, I've known a few people that have done that and they've come back different people.
I know. It's got to be like an amazing experience. It's a great way just to relax a little bit and just take all the stress off and just to have some fun for a year.
Definitely. That'd be so much fun. So much fun. All right. Describe yourself, since you're 25, describe yourself 5 years from now when you're 30. Ooh,
5 years from now.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. So I would hope by then to be getting close to being engaged. It's definitely something that's, on the chopping block to find someone and hopefully settle down by then. And that's a big part of my focus. Definitely the whole family aspect and, hopefully getting engaged or getting married by then. And for work wise, again, I don't see myself there at my accounting firm. I, see myself either in finance or possibly I don't think the 5-year plan would be to be full entrepreneur. I think I really need to build my way there. I think that'd be more like the 10-year down the line, be able to have enough assets and manage my own portfolio, whether that be real estate. But I think 5-year, a big goal of mine is to be able to, find someone and, be a little bit more involved in the social aspect of that.
So there you go. All the single women watching this right now. Super nice guy. I have a lot of female friends that say I can never meet a nice guy. Well, here he is. With them. Jonathan, thanks so much for joining us. Guys, throw some questions here. Throw some questions to Anthony tonight. Great guy. Let's have some fun with this one tonight. Let's get you guys more involved. Community feel here tonight. So
good to see you, Jonathan. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, give me one of your mistakes that you wish you could have avoided.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to talk about my whole experience with studying for the CPA. And I was going for it. Like I gave it that old college try. And there's actually 4 sections to it. And I went for like the hardest section first. So I was studying all throughout my graduate experience. And I ended up taking the test during my time at grad school. And you need a 75 to pass. And I ended up getting like a 67. And then I thought from there, I'll retake it. And I got in the same range. And then I went for another section of the test. And I ended up getting a 74 where you need a 75. And it was something, it was something that like I wanted. And they kind of just, things caught up, and I didn't end up pursuing it. And I think that might be a mistake. But the thing is, like with that, I did go and I did get the 150 credits for grad school. So I'll always have that option to take it down the line. But I think kind of stopping that was a mistake, but also like my passion wasn't fully there. Like I feel like I might have been studying for the wrong reasons. Like a big part, I know getting the CPA is really, it can open up a lot of doors, but a lot of those doors are related to public accounting. So in the end, I do think it is a little bit of a mistake on my end to not pursue that more. Right. But again, like my whole I wasn't in it. I know I was close. Like the 67, 75, it's there, but I mean the 74, 70, that's right there. But I still think it's something down the line that I could still pursue because I still have the eligibility for it.
Good for you. Good for you. How do you deal with failure?
I try to just, it does get to me at times. Like I'll admit, like sometimes I get down, but I try to just keep going. Like I look at it as like an opportunity to just, to pursue and just to keep, moving forward and try to learn from it. Like try to take that as an opportunity to just say, okay, this is what went wrong. What can I piggyback? What can I improve on? Well, how can I do better? Like, how can I take this and try to stay positive with it? And I know there's times like you are going to get down and you're going to be like, all right, is this, it does suck, but I think you got to just continue to keep pushing forward and it's just try to just spin it in the best way possible. Yeah, definitely. Learn as much as you can, stand up, brush yourself off and move on. Yeah. We're all going to go through it. Yep. So good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Something you getting into investing. Okay. What bit of advice would you give them? Yeah. So for someone like just starting. Yeah. I would, let me think. I would think before you even get into it, like try to do as much research as possible. Just try to understand different ratios. I think like understanding like, price to earnings, earnings per share, market cap. I think there's those few financial ratios that are like really important that can give you like a real full overview of the companies. Because if you are comparing different stocks, like market cap I think is very significant. Because even if you say the stock is priced at $20 and then you have another stock at $200, that $200 might be a smaller company. It really does factor into how much you're getting out of that company and just the dividends and just. I think it's important to kind of know what you're getting into before you do. And not only that, but besides from the whole aspect of the financial side, I think it's important to understand the businesses too, like what kind of can drive that stock, what can lead to that stock, declining and just understanding those industries. Like one of the stocks I just recently got into was Pfizer, and Pfizer actually kind of changed up their whole strategy in a way because they were focused on like that very consistent cash flow and they already had their patents. And when it comes to like pharmaceutical companies, you only have your patent for a limited time. So I think it's around 20 years you have that patent. And so once that expires, you don't have full control of that patent. So what they kind of transition to is they're starting to acquire biotech companies to start to kind of revamp and find new drugs. So that kind of creates a whole different atmosphere. It kind of creates that inconsistent. The cash flows are they're going to vary a little bit, and revenue is going to vary a little bit depending if they actually hit. Because when it comes to the biotechs, they can definitely be a little bit more risky. That some are going to get approved by the FDA, some might completely tank. You fully lose it. So I think that's very important to understand the industries you're getting into and the companies that you're getting into. Good advice. Really good advice. Got a question for you from All Good. And quickly, though, hey, Chris from Thrift Beast. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us. And Kevin from Ventures in Us. Thanks for joining us as well. Yep. Question for you. There you go. My CPA, it's hard work. Makes you money. Yeah, so I'm in auditing. Yeah, I work as an auditor. I work predominantly on the financial services side, but I do have a mix of clients between that and the commercial side. So I've had like healthcare clients. I've had a couple actually, I think I had some pharmaceutical clients as well. And, on the FS side, I've worked with hedge funds and private equity as well. Wow. So you get a little exposure. Yeah, the private equity, they get a little tricky, but yeah. I like the hedge funds. They're a little bit easier. Okay, what do you most admire in people? I think character. I think character is a big thing for me. How they treat others, and yeah, I think that's the big thing for me for sure. Just how you interact with people and how you treat people. That I think that's really big for me, and how you treat not just people just like ordinary, like just anyone around on the streets you run into or anyone just.
Yeah.
I look at it as like even if I don't know you, like I could should still respect you. Like it doesn't matter. Like I think you should just treat everyone equally, regardless if you know them or not. Just
Definitely. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Driven, motivated, and enthusiastic.
Hey, good for you. Kevin's asking how we're all preparing for the holidays. So hang on, what's today? Tuesday. So yeah, so with you guys tomorrow, Wednesday, is that like a big travel day, I guess, for you guys?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Really? Like it's just such a big
I think that's like one of the busiest travel days of the year. Everyone's like going to visit family, and they're pretty much leaving on the day before, and if not the day of. There's usually not too much traffic, I would say. I think tomorrow is going to be the big busy travel day. Everyone wants to just get to their families before they don't have to worry about driving on Thanksgiving. Possibly getting there a little bit later, so you get the full day spent with the family.
So different than here in Canada. It's like when's Thanksgiving? Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, really? Oh, okay. It's nothing really that. Yeah, it's upcoming this weekend. Oh, okay, great. And it's just like you guys. It's just amazing, how much bigger it is for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and we just had our Grey Cup this past Sunday night. We had our CFL Grey Cup game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was held out in Calgary. And it was like, oh, is that on tonight? Oh, yeah, it's on tonight. The Grey Cup's on tonight. I mean, with the Super Bowl, that's Canada.
Yeah, right, like no one's missing it. Yeah, it's like, oh, that's funny.
Oh, the Grey Cup's on. But I mean, it's pretty cool. It's really fun to watch. But yeah, it's just so different. It's so fun watching our countries. We both are, but at the same time, so similar at times too. So similar. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much dead zone then for the economy for you guys tomorrow, right? Everything kind of shuts down. Businesses.
Yeah, my office closes I think at 3. Before I was like with like one of my like in charges. I was like, "Are you going to be in the office tomorrow?" Kind of like hoping like he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be working from home." Then be like, "Okay, I can work from home." And then he's like, "Yeah, I'll be here." I'm like, "All right." I didn't even respond to him. I just like took it as like, "Yeah, I'll be here too." Like because like it ends at 3. It takes me almost 4 hours to commute. It's like, what can I work from home? But like if he's gonna be there, I'll just like, all right, I'll be there too. But yeah, it's definitely one of those days where not as much work's gonna get done. Some offices even close.
How long does it take you to commute?
So the train itself is about an hour. And then the drive to the train station is about 10 minutes from my house, but you try to get there at least 5-10 minutes early. Yeah. And then from the train station to the office is about a 10-minute walk. But then when you factor in the morning, you can kind of time it. But after work, like say you're kind of caught in the middle of like, oh, I'm going to miss this train. And then that gap period, it could add another 20-30 minutes to that. So then it all factors into the whole, like, about an hour and a half to 2 hour range, I would say, one way.
Got it. When are you most productive?
I'm definitely a morning person. I like the morning. Yeah. But I do like after work too. Like late at night, I do a lot of my YouTube at night.
So getting the YouTube, that was my next question. When are you most creative?
Most creative? I think after work, I would say. That's when I started like, really thinking. Like it's just like it might be a bad thing, but I'm at work. Like it's just like not that it's like all YouTube focused, but a lot of it is like I'm always like, thinking about YouTube. I'm not. I am, still doing my job there, but like, it's just like always in the back of my head, like, all right, this is kind of what I'm loving right now. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I kind of want to do, like the whole finance and the whole YouTube side of it. Right. And I'm not saying that it is taking up away from my job. Maybe it is in a way a distraction, but yeah. So like the second that clock is done, like I'm done for the day. Like it's just like, all right, what can we think of right now? What could be the possible new video? What could whose video haven't I watched? Who can I go connect with? Like that's when I really, it's just like, all right, work's over. Now it's like now the fun and the other job kind of starts. Like it's nonstop for me. I'm just like, even after work's done, like I'm up until, especially when I first started, I was up until like 2-3 a.m. like almost every night for like almost a month straight. Just like trying to find new ideas, trying to keep, growing, trying to keep connecting. Now it's kind of like dialed back because I know I got to be able to, because work's picking up a little bit more. So I kind of have to not kind of strain myself too much. I'm trying to, get to bed at least 11:30, 12 to not completely burn myself out, because I know, busy season is around the corner, but it's still like a big part of like my whole night and routine, just being very involved with the YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Straddle Design, thanks for joining us. We're just talking with Anthony here about his investing and him being an entrepreneur in YouTube land as well. So how much time do you dedicate to your videos? I love this. I'm always intrigued to find out from, and everybody here too, like, how much time do you guys spend on your videos? I think we asked this a while ago, but with a few new people here tonight.
Yeah. So
first junk
let's think about, so my Robinhood portfolio updates typically take, they're filming around 10 minutes to 12 minutes of content wise. So when I first started, they definitely did take a lot more time, because I was doing a lot of having to like go back and, redo it. But now like I'm doing enough like of the research beforehand, and I'm kind of like looking it over, practicing over it, and running through a video. The past like 4 or 5 videos I've done in maybe 2 takes, like just went through it and didn't have to stop. And I think that's starting to I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it. And so I think the research end of it probably takes about an hour, getting all of my, research together, getting my ideas, kind of seeing what stocks I want to talk about and why is a big part of those updates. Like being able to, how can I apply what just happened this week to my portfolio, to these stocks? So that definitely is, I think, the most time that goes into it, because I want the content is my biggest focus with the channel. I want to be able to deliver like really good content. And the whole editing side, I know I definitely can improve on that. Like right now, what I do is I have the Robinhood portfolio, and then I share like my screen and I talk about it. But that's something with that series, I might keep it, but it's something I want to continue to maybe grow with. But especially with like, say, like that Disney Plus update I did, that one could have been a little bit more, I think, involved. I could have had more, visuals with the Disney and transitioning into like, say, the theme parks and that stuff. Like I kind of want to get it more all together into one video. So that's definitely something I want to be more incorporating into my videos.
Awesome. Let's see. Vern's Junk Closet, thanks for joining us tonight. And I think we have a question here for you. Hang on. Where did it go? Gen X, where are we? How much does he spend on social media and YouTube? There you go. Question for you.
A week? Oh man, I'm on it like at least 6+ hours a day, I would say. At least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on it a lot.
Good for you. You got that much time to worry about. Beyond that much. Daniel, you don't acknowledge my super chat. I didn't even see it. Did you see it? Anthony, did you see
I didn't see it, no.
No more super chat for you. I didn't even see one. I'm scrolling up. I don't see where it went. Oh, sorry, man. Thank you very much. But I mean, it should, I guess, come up. I scrolled all the way to the top. I don't see anything. Was it for 1.5 or 1.6 million? Maybe
2 mil.
Sorry, Daniel, did you see it on your end? Because I can't see it in my.
Yeah, I didn't see anything pop up.
Sorry.
Let me see if we can scroll.
It says it was a super sticker. No.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Thanks. I don't see it. Well, hey, I'm using StreamYard. It should be okay. I don't know why I never saw it.
Maybe they don't come up through StreamYard, because I have like YouTube on the side too, and I see it there. So that could be.
I'll ask Daniel. He knows everything else about YouTube. StreamYard, Daniel. So let's see. It was a super sticker. Thanks. Yeah, $5 Canadian, 1.5 Canadian. I mean, $5 US, 1.5 Canadian. No kidding. Well, thanks a lot. Once again, buddy, I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm always intrigued as to how people get creative, where the creativity comes from all these YouTube creators. I mean, for me, it's just like it happens. It's like you just like write really fast. Like you guys, how do you guys and all your channels? I think all of our channels are amazing. They really are. They're so cool. And I definitely plan that one day I want to like binge watch like all of our, the whole community's channels, I mean, all the videos and whatnot. But where does everybody's creativity come from? Is it a time of day, or is it just suddenly happen, or what? I don't know. For me, it just happened.
Yeah, one of my recent videos I did is actually like from a like I'm very big into spreadsheets on Excel, and it's actually like something that I've had even before the YouTube channel. Is like, but I kind of made it a little bit different for the video. So it kind of just like a full overview of my whole portfolio, and it would break down like the dividend yield, and I would kind of have it separated by sector. But what I wanted to do with this most recent video is I actually just hit like for the first time 10K for all my portfolios. So I kind of wanted to share that as well as break down how those portfolios are kind of allocated between dividend and growth stocks because they are in two separate accounts. So I have the M1 Finance and the Robinhood portfolio. So I wanted to pull all those into one. And then I kind of did like a sum if it's dividend and sum if it's growth, and then allocate it based on the whole portfolio total balance. And also, like as I add even more shares, it could, you put at the bottom, you put if it's dividend or growth, and the whole thing is automatically formula driven. It will update based on your allocation. So that was just something I thought like it's important to know how your portfolio is structured. So my portfolio ended up being, I think it was around 65% dividend to 35% growth. So that's the kind of the range I feel like some of my age should have. You should have a little bit into that dividend portfolios. I mean, into that growth portfolio. So I kind of wanted to take that and be a little bit creative with it and kind of share how I'm like analyzing my portfolio and how I can kind of relate to other people when it comes to them, possibly making their own spreadsheets or, just the way I kind of analyze my stocks in my portfolio and kind of just share that and hopefully, get people thinking like, oh, okay, maybe I could do something like this, or maybe I should be thinking this or doing that. That's kind of like the way I think of my creativity, to be able to share how I'm analyzing things, and hopefully people see it and they're like, okay, maybe I should do something like that.
Got it. Yeah. How many, like, do you have like a list of, let's say 100 different ideas that you're writing down?
I think right now, but I haven't filmed. I probably have around 10 at least right now that I haven't yet filmed.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You just simply write them down, or you're just like,
Sometimes I type them. Yeah. Sometimes I have I pull my phone. I'll be like, all right, I'll write that, type it and just so it's there and I don't forget.
Good. Big question for you. And this is a question for everybody. I want to know this. Okay, guys. What do you guys use for editing? Because I just got a new computer recently. And I'm thinking,
I use iMovie on my Mac right now.
I do the same on my Mac too. But is there anything different or better? Like
I asked the same exact thing too in one of my videos. I use iMovie. Is there anything else anyone uses? Because I'm very curious to know too. So if anyone in the chat uses anything besides iMovie, let us know.
Let us know, guys. Yes, Daniel, I'll send you a refund. Thanks. Yeah, I use iMovie. It's really good. It's really fun and easy to use.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, you learn a lot using that. Even with it's funny because when I first started, like with the iMovie and everything, I basically only knew like the clips and how to like trim everything, and then I started to find you could put like the title in. And then one of my first videos when I actually added some like visuals to it, I did like a whole credit card review, like what credit cards I use to kind of maximize my reward points. I use like 4 different credit cards. And I thought it was so cool when I would just like point up at the top of my screen and like the credit card would like just pop up. And I thought that was like the coolest thing.
I know,
and then but I still that's the thing. I want to keep, trying to learn different things and how to edit and how to, make my videos more interactive. So that's like the thing. My more just keep going to find ways to just improve the channel, improve the content in my videos.
Yeah. It's so cool, like how you can get so creative and whatnot. But you got to spend so much time on just figuring out, what can you do and how to use it and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. So let's see. What do you guys? I use iMovie as well. Travis uses iMovie. Yeah, it's pretty basic. You're right. Kevin uses Vinci Resolve. Got Vegan Fit. InShot. Nice. Thanks, guys. This is really good. Hopefully it's going to help out, Microsoft Paint. There you go. Wow. Yeah, it's good to know. You need to know these tips, right?
Yeah.
I mean, spinning your tires in the mud for ages and then realize, it's so easy, like some other way. So always good to like spread the wealth of information here.
Yeah.
So hang on. Thanks for paying for his thumbs. And thumbnails. How do you do your thumbnails?
So I use Canva. That's like it's like a free website you can kind of upload your own images, and then some of my updates I also do, my Robinhood updates I do on PowerPoint, because those are a little bit more like I just screenshot my whole portfolio and then I kind of put like a little picture of myself. And then I put like Robin Portfolio Challenge, and then I put my channel name at the bottom. But I started to get a little bit more involved on Canva with some of my other videos. So I think definitely my best thumbnail so far was my Disney Plus update. I kind of I was wearing like a Disney shirt, which was cool. A lot of people like this shirt I was wearing during the video. And I carved myself out. There's like an app you can use. You can just take that photo and it cuts out the background. I know there are like professional like Photoshop you can use, but I don't have anything like that yet. And so there can be a little bit of the overlap between your body and the background, but it looked pretty clean. So then I pulled it into Canva and I had like a nice backdrop of like Disney World, and then I put like at the top like Disney Plus. So I think that was by far like my best thumbnail so far. But thumbnails is something like I definitely need to still work on and improve, because it's actually crazy. One of my earlier videos, the credit card videos, the thumb, in my opinion, like was pretty garbage, and it was like definitely I think like my third or fourth video, and I was looking back at my analytics I think 2 weeks ago, and that went from I think around 2,000 to 3,000 impressions, and in the span of 2 to 3 days, it went from that amount to like 15,000. But the click-through rate was horrendous, because I think the thumbnail was it wasn't good. I think that really hurt me. So since then I improved that thumbnail, and I've been working on all my other thumbnails as well. And I think I've seen a little bit of a jump in those older videos in the click-through rate. So that's something, again, like I continually try to improve. I go back, as well as not even the thumbnails. As I learned more about like the whole analytics and tags, I actually went back and changed all my descriptions, and I tried to filter more of the tags into descriptions in a more of a structured way that it actually makes sense, because apparently the algorithm reads your description and analyzes your videos based on how it all flows and if the tags are correlated with your description. Like there's so much to learn and like to figure out with the back end side of it. It's so cool. And like as I continue to learn more, I keep trying to adapt my channel, keep trying to improve the channel with all these different techniques and methods.
Awesome. Good for you. Hey, TR, thanks for joining us. Hey, TR's here, this is fantastic. He's actually one of the reasons he's behind Daniel's course, basically, and he does a live stream every afternoon. Amazing guy. Really has helped out, I'm sure, a lot of us here in our community. And TR, thanks a lot for always helping us out and looking after us and whatnot. And he's a fellow musician as well. So Ryan plays guitar here. TR is a musician. He goes on tour every so often. And if you guys ever get a chance on the afternoons to listen, get to his live stream, he's really, really good. He's fun to watch. And it's all about helping other people too, which is really great. Cool. So, fastest you've ever done a video?
Fastest ever done a video. Okay. Let me think. I know definitely wasn't my first one. I think my first one was 3 minutes and it took me probably 4 hours, but I think my most recent Robin Portfolio update, I think I went through that pretty smoothly with the filming of it. Yeah, I think I might have only taken on a 10-minute video. I think it probably took me like 20-25 minutes to film it.
Really?
Yeah. I think like I usually do like an intro, like just, hey, welcome back, what the whole series is about. That's usually around 30 seconds. So sometimes that takes me about 3 to 4 minutes to film. And then the whole clip between like that, the whole analysis is like typically in that 8 to 7 minute range. And I think that one I pretty much flew through in probably 15 minutes. And then the back end was another just, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Please feel free to leave a comment. Always ask me questions. And that usually, it takes about a minute or two to film. So yeah, I think that one, I flew through that one. It probably took me around like 25 minutes.
Sorry, I didn't take a tally on your channel. How many have you done total so far?
I think around 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've had 11 portfolio updates. I have 3 credit card videos, 2 on retirement. Like I do about like the difference between the Roth and traditional, which I have a spreadsheet all decked out for that one too, as well as how much you contribute. So kind of like breaks down, how much of your money would go in if it's pre-tax, opposed to post-tax. So I have 2 on those. And then I have the ones I've been doing a little bit more of the updates on like the Disney Plus and the Google acquisition. And then I started the whole fantasy football thing. So I have 2 of those live streams. I did an introduction to that. Yeah, so I try to keep it, and there's more content that I have that even kind of goes away from that content too. So I'm excited add more to that as well.
Wow, what do you enjoy doing more, creating the videos or doing live streams?
I'm having a blast with the fantasy football stream. Yeah, I've had like a couple buddies come in, and one of my buddies is actually a Jets fan, and he'll just like he's so funny. Like in the live stream is hilarious, but in general he's hilarious. He'll just like come in there and kind of like roast me in a way, and I just like crack up. He'll be like Saquon Barkley, who's like the running back on the Giants. And he'll be like, Saquon Barkley sucks. And it's just like, it's great. Like it's just like so much fun. I'm really having a blast with the live stream because you kind of can just like connect with everyone in the live stream. That's like, I think it's a great way to really build a community and build like my brand on YouTube.
Yeah. So you're doing 1 live stream a week and you're doing 1 channel and you're doing 1 video a week.
I've been doing 2 videos and then the Robin of Portfolio update as well, where I like do like a premiere and then the live stream. So the past like 2 to 3 weeks, I've been doing 4.
Wow.
2, yeah. The past 2 weeks with the football one, I've been doing 4.
Yeah. You do this full time, wouldn't you? If you could.
If I could, yeah, I would do it 100% full time. I love it that much. Like it's like I'm like like I'm at work. Like I want to do it. Like I want to film something right now. I want to. Yeah, 100%. If this could be like a full time gig, I would be all on board.
You need a few new subscribers.
Yeah.
You're really close, so you gotta go check out TR Stream in the afternoon.
Yep.
He'll help you out, get some new subscribers, guaranteed. He was the one that pushed me over 1,000, one afternoon. So it was like, it's a lot of fun as well. So there you go. Grow your channel, get monetized with Daniel as well, and just like do this full time. Get to the point where you get some creativity behind it, get some cash flows in different ways and different areas of doing it. And
that'd be awesome, especially if I can like in the next few years pair that with maybe some real estate or continue to grow my portfolio and hopefully be at a place where I'm working that I enjoy and working at, because I just don't see this place like I've said it before, but I don't see it long term. And hopefully I think if I'm in a better state of mind, I can be happy at work and really bring even more passion and energy to this. And I feel like that'd be just moving at an even
you seem pretty passionate as it is. You want to bring more passion to what you're doing.
Oh man, but auditing just like
pretty amazing
out a little bit. But no, yeah. But yeah, I definitely do have a lot of passion about fantasy sports and investing and just the whole aspect of your channel, entrepreneurship, and being able to connect with people has been, I think, the best experience of this so far. I mean, if Ryan's still here, me and him, we talked on Instagram before. Like I would be in the city and I posted a picture of like some tacos I got, and he'd be like, just send me like a fire emoji and stuff. Like we go back and forth, like stuff like that. And there's other YouTubers. We have our group chat, and we talk over Twitter or Instagram. We bounce ideas off each other, and it's just like it's a really cool way to really just get engaged, get involved, and just help everyone grow as well.
Yeah, you got exactly. I always believe you create that team, right? You go into battle as a team, not as a single person.
Exactly. And as it progresses, it's only going to help because if you're growing, they're growing. I feel like that's the way it goes.
Definitely. Hey, Marie, thanks for joining us. Minds in Motion. Hey, Blood Phantom 81, thanks for joining us as well. Let's see. Hope I haven't missed anybody here. And this is why I know why both, let's see, Daniel and Jose work together as a team. Because bouncing around, I told you this before, Anthony. It's like you bounce around and whatnot. It's kind of like I just don't want to miss anybody here with anybody.
Yeah.
Guys, seriously, if I've missed any questions for Anthony, just repost it, please. And once again, Daniel, sorry about that super chat. I missed that. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. It's a StreamYard thing, not me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Make sure we're all connected here as well. And
now Ryan's talking about it here with the tacos I was telling him about. He's put a comment right there.
Oh, no way.
Yep. That's what we were talking about. Yep. That's cool.
That's really, really cool. And all of Anthony's contact info was at the very top. Just scroll up to the very top. His Instagram is there. His channel's there. Make sure we're all connected. So All right. What else can you tell us about what you wanted, about yourself in regards to your channel? Let's stay on the channel topic.
The channel. Yeah. Okay. So something I haven't touched upon yet. So I guess when I like made the name Milone Money Mindset, I kind of wanted to just make sure I didn't like pin myself to one particular thing. Like I don't want it to be like Anthony's investment channel. It's all about just like the stock market. So like the whole money mindset gave me the option to do the credit card videos, to do the retirement videos, to do the weekly update, videos. And even I kind of feel like it translates to the fantasy sports with DraftKings. But a cool, a different aspect I want to add is my sister actually, she went to school for psych and soc, and she's very into the whole like I mentioned before, The Secret book, as well as I'm blanking a little bit, but it's all about like, self-worth and all the, how your mental mind state can really help, like the wishful thinking and if you think it into existence, like manifestation, all that sort of content. So I want to get her on the channel a little bit too and have her give her perspective on how, she thinks a little bit differently than I do when it comes to managing money and just, thinking about money. So I think that'd be a cool, different little aspect to add to the channel.
Good. What are your plans then, with your real estate investing? You mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah. So where I went to school upstate New York at Albany. And I think the college is a great market. I rented there 3 years. So I rented there 2 years undergrad and then 1 year for my graduate school. And there's always going to be a market there. And the property taxes are low, and the house, the entry costs are fairly priced for, houses on Long Island, or forget New York City and even other parts of the country like California or, Florida, some places like the real estate's very expensive. But what you can get up there for, a house that's in fairly good shape is pretty remarkable. That the highest end house you'll see there is around 300, but you'll find houses in that 125,000 to $200,000 range for houses that are multifamily houses that have, 6 to 8 people, and those are college students. So that I think that's just a market that is always, it's yearly rent. Like I only was there for 10 months, but you got to sign a year contract. That's how they set it up like that. And you're always going to have students in and out like constantly. And the thing about that, I went there, I'm an alum, I know the market. I would be able to go up there and maybe even like pair it with, go and do do a talk on campus, or, just a great way to also network there as well. And I have since been back. I go up there for my company. We do like recruiting events for our company. I went there to help out with that. So I think one, it's a great way for me to stay involved as an alum, but also I think it's a very good opportunity for real estate. I think it's a great market. Again, property taxes are low. The barrier to entry is very low, with the cost of the house not being super, super crazy on the price. And the market's always there. Yes, the biggest downside is the fact that you're renting the college kids, and they can rent the house. But definitely with the, doing backgrounds and, talking to them before and making sure, they are on the hook a lot of the times for, with their security deposit. But, things definitely do go south. But that's definitely a market that I definitely would like to get into.
Good for you. Good for you. Ryan's got a comment there for you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Like right there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved it. I had a blast there. I did my 4 years undergrad, and I did the 1 year of master's there as well. And I've met some amazing friends. Like two of my college roommates are like to this day, like two of my best friends. And not only that, like they're like good friends with my high school friends. Like we all hang out all the time. Like that's a big part of like how I am as a person. I just want everyone to be like included, and I just want, if I'm not like, if you're one of my college friends, like I don't like really segregated. Like if you're one of my buddies, like I'd rather everyone just, be friends with each other. And like we've been on vacations together. Like we hang out all the time, and like we have group chats, and like that's just a big part of like just how I am as a person.
That's awesome. Yeah, keep in contact, with good people. Good people, people, right? So keep in contact with them. All right. Well, if anyone's got a question for you.
Tips for non-beginning investors. How you could take investing to the next level. Yeah, I think definitely through research. trying to understand, different ratios. I think I did mention it before, but, I think just having that understanding of the ratios is very important. And being able to analyze companies and understand how those companies react to different sort of news that comes out in the market. I think that's very important because a lot of the times, necessarily, sometimes news will come out that will impact the stock, but it might be like an overreaction. I even talked about this in one of my videos about McDonald's. So with McDonald's, they actually had their CEO he was let off because of I think conduct issues. But in my opinion, I thought the stock dipped around 188, and I think before it was maybe at that like 194 range. So I thought like it was like a 5% sell off. And I kind of just thought it was a little bit of an overreaction. I'm not going to necessarily say that, like, a CEO is not important, but I think it was just like for short-term news, I think the market kind of just overreacted a little bit to it. So I think it's important to understand like what can really be a big factor in a company. Like even I talked about in that video with McDonald's, like if competition is increasing, if Wendy's is eating more into their market share, like that's definitely something that's going to impact the stock long term, opposed to something that is kind of a short term transition between one CEO to another. Especially for a company like McDonald's, like you're going to get the top talent in the whole food industry. So I think you're able to really just kind of transition into that. So I think understanding the whole how news impacts your stocks and just trying to learn as much as possible and just learn from your mistakes. I think that's a big thing too. Like when I first started, I didn't really get more into it until college, but I did dabble a little bit in penny stocks. I'm not going to lie. I definitely did. And, you're going to have some winners, and I definitely got burned on a few as well. But I think with everything, you definitely learn from your mistakes, and especially when it comes to investing, you'll learn like what way you want to like structure your portfolio. And I've definitely transitioned a lot into more of those safer stocks and, more of those high-end dividend stocks. And, I still try to play around with it too, because I have a little bit of that growth aspect with like Uber and PayPal. But I think I try to like, transition into a little bit more of that safer portfolio.
Got it. Yeah, getting back to the tacos here. We got a little taco conversation going on here. And maybe I can't do a stream next week. I'll be at the Raptors Miami Heat game. But
nice.
The week after, the week after, the next Tuesday, maybe we should all like show up with tacos,
Yeah, that'd be fun. We're just like munching on some tacos. Yeah, Corona. That'd be fun.
Getting hungry just reading some of these here. This is great. All right, Chris, great guy. He's got a question for you in regards to your channel. And I've got, go ahead.
Okay. Tips to grow. I think for me, I focused a lot on the networking side of it. I was from the start, I was very active on just watching as many videos as I can, connecting with as many people as I can, but not just going there and saying like, great video. Like I would watch the video and I'd be able to like relate something they talked about and kind of even piggyback off that, or even ask them a question. It kind of just like shows that you're be able to engage with them and be able to just show that you are there for the long haul. Like you're someone that's going to actually watch their videos, someone that is going to engage in their videos. And that I feel like when I see people on my channel that are doing that, I'm more inclined to, engage with them or go check out their channel. So I think that's definitely a big part of how I started, because I mean, for anyone who starts on YouTube, like no one knows who you are. No one knows what videos you're making. You have to really brand yourself. You got to network. You got to try your best to just get your name out there. And I feel like there's no better way to do that than through just going to other channels and trying to promote yourself in a way that, shows that, yes, you are going to do it the right way. You're going to watch their videos. You're going to try to engage in their videos, and you're just trying to be a loyal supporter. So I think that is definitely one way, as well as just trying to put out good content and try to stay consistent with your content and try to stick to what content you're delivering. So for me, like my content's focused on, investing. I did add a little bit of the aspect of the live stream, but I think it's good to definitely focus on what your whole channel and brand is about, as well as try to also hit the back end stuff as well with the whole analytics and the tags and, making sure that your descriptions are on point, and like just continue to try to grow and improve the quality of videos, the content of your videos, and this the whole aspect of the whole channel.
Okay, so how did you learn the back end and whatnot with all the tags and everything like that?
I think a lot of it was from watching people, but someone that I'm very connected with, his name's actually Jacob Billet. He's that's like his background. Like he was very into like SOL, I think it is, and just the back end of the analytics. So he actually has a really cool stream. It's called it's like Flex Your Channel, or on Fridays at 4, you go in there and he'll pull up channels and he'll actually look at your analytics. And he's taught me so much. Like when I first like was making videos and I was legit putting my tags in a block in my description, because that's what I saw people were doing, like I guess a couple years ago. And he said that is something like completely like a no for YouTube now. It's like you don't want to just put the bulk of your tags into your description. You want to make it flow as a whole, like a whole description itself. Like make it like, if my video is about the Robinhood portfolio, it should be like, my Robinhood portfolio is a week to week update on the stocks I invest in. And you want to just like tie it into a whole paragraph that flows instead of just putting them in bulk. So he legit like will pull up your channel and look at the back end of it. And I use TubeBuddy as a way for you to analyze all the metrics. It shows how well your tags are ranking in search, as well as it also helps suggest good tags based on the search volume for it. Because if it's an overly searched tag for a smaller account, it's going to kind of be hard to hit that tag, because the bigger accounts are going to get all that space in that tag. So you kind of want to work on those tags and maybe give yourself a higher chance of that tag being searched as well.
How do you find TubeBuddy? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. I use the free version right now, but I like it a lot. And I'm big into like the whole numbers of it. So I'm like, when I got TubeBuddy, I was even more like into the whole YouTube and the analytical side of it.
Yeah. Does anybody else here use TubeBuddy? I haven't signed up for it yet, but I'm pretty close to doing it. And Marie, yes, I agree with you. Big time. Anybody else use TubeBuddy? Let's see.
Yeah, TubeBuddy is really great. I think I downloaded it maybe like a couple weeks ago, a month tops.
We're back to the tacos. I'm sorry. Hilarious. Travis, wear the next in your next video. Wear one. Oh man. Oh jeez, hang on. Wow. Then Gen X. Wow, you really like tacos. There's a place in there's a couple of taco stands. One's Pepe's in Puerto Vallarta, just around the corner from our condo, and oh my gosh, they are just pastor tacos. They are off the charts. You go to breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for like midnight. I don't care. It's just the best place ever. It's so good.
I actually have another like a whole aspect of my life I haven't even touched upon. Like I know I'm in New York right now, but I used to live in Arizona for like 10 years as well.
Did you really?
Yeah. So
whereabouts in Arizona?
Tucson.
Okay.
Yeah. So like my whole family is originally from New York, but my grandparents retired there. And so when we were like, I was probably 2 or 3, and my sister, was like a year old. We moved there, and we grew up there, for 10 years. And then a big part, I talked about how like my parents are a big part of like how I'm so driven, and they kind of just realized that it was a great place for us to grow up. It was nice for us to be close to the family, but just the opportunities are, of course, not going to be what they are going to be in New York or, a bigger city. So they decided, to take the leap of faith and to move back. And it was definitely a big transition, because it was the age of, I think I was probably 13, and I was in 8th grade. So it was like that 1 year before high school. So it's like, if 9th grade would have been really tough, like you go into your first year of a new school in high school. So it was kind of a good time to go and try to meet people. And yeah, so that was definitely, I'm really happy. I'm just thankful that they actually, decided to, move back and, open up those doors, really.
Good for you. Good for you. But Phantom's asking, by the way, I heard you mention the NFL. Are you into the NBA as well?
Yes, definitely.
What team?
Knicks for sure.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of teams, honestly, but definitely a Knicks fan. I actually went to the Knicks against the Mavs, I think 2 weeks ago, and that was Porzingis' first game back. And I swear to you, every time he touched the ball, not even every time he touched the ball, when he touched the ball, it got even worse. But they were just chanting like KP sucks the entire game. Like he could be on the bench, and they were just from first quarter to the end of the game, they chanted KP sucks and booed him the whole time.
Yeah,
it was pretty funny.
All right. So Chris is saying, He uses vidIQ, basically the same as TubeBuddy. Gen X is asking, what does the additional pay version additionally get you? Vegan Fit. Yes, TubeBuddy, very helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I've looked into vidIQ as well, but I use TubeBuddy right now.
do you?
Yeah.
So you've been using it for like the last 2.5 months ish?
No, probably only like the past month.
Really?
Yeah.
So, and like the analytics, does it give you like, does it set everything up for you basically? It just shoots all the information. Does it make you want to change some of your hashtags, your tags, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, definitely with the tags, because it will show you on each tag like how well that tag is ranking. And I actually have a couple tags like that rank pretty high in the search as well, which is really cool, like to see. And then like you could kind of like see what tag is ranking and which tags aren't. You can kind of like switch those up too, because like initially like say my Disney Plus video, like if I put Disney Plus, I'm not gonna be able to rank at all in that search. There's just gonna be too many, technology accounts or Disney accounts are gonna get way more search volume than my account. But when I paired the Disney Plus impact on Disney stock, that is ranking like in the top 10 of search, because it's a little bit of more of a unique aspect of that video. A lot of people aren't applying that necessarily to the stock. They're more applying that to the overall just, review of the platform. So that's kind of the approach I do take when I do my tags. I try to take a video and kind of make it a little bit in a way unique to my channel, and it's a little bit different than what everyone else is doing. At least try to do it a little bit different than everyone else is doing.
Yeah. Does anybody else use TubeBuddy, or does anybody else use vidIQ here? Let us know. It'll be really good to hear from you guys and see what you guys think about it. Chris, what do you think? You use the vidIQ. Do you like it that much? Did you look into that one too, Anthony, before, or did you just went straight to TubeBuddy?
I did look into vidIQ, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole setup of TubeBuddy a little bit more.
Okay, so Chris is saying here, also tell you the best times to post your video and tag suggestions as well. Interesting. Good. So there was, when I first set up my channel, there was a channel that I was watching. This guy called, his channel was called Backlinko. So, and he was really good. They're like 8, 9, 10-minute videos, and it's just all about mostly the back end.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me a good start as to what to look out for, and get things set up and whatnot. But growing and whatnot, it's always great to know like of other options.
Yeah.
So let's see. Search for, what's Dave saying? If you buy TubeBuddy, be sure to search for a 25% discount code. They're all over the place. Good advice.
Oh yeah, thanks, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Awesome. Yeah, definitely got to look into all that sort of stuff for sure, just to help out. So if anybody does find out any information more, like vidIQ, TubeBuddy, if there's anything else out there we could use, let us know. If not on this stream, some other stream in the future, by all means. So excellent. Okay, so we've spoken real estate. We see what we're currently doing in the accounting sector. Now we're talking about your YouTube channel. What else can the world know about you, Anthony?
Let me think. We touched upon, I used to live in Arizona. Let me think.
What else would you like to tell everybody as we move forward? You guys want to see the best Christmas present you guys can ever come up with? Is one of my sons. Look at that picture. It's not happy. And look at that background. So it's obviously a coffee mug on the back. Best vacation ever. Not.
I think for me, when it comes to not only with the channel, but like just everything I do, I just always want to just go all in and try to give my best effort on everything. And that's a big part of how I am as a person. Like in school, like I definitely, I'm not gonna say I was one of the smartest persons, but I did bust my ass to really do the best I can in school. And when it came to like accounting, like my one of the first courses was like about maybe 600 students in it, like the not the advanced level, but then that went to like 300, and then from there the upper level went to like 150. So like I did struggle at times in that like that upper level accounting class, but I just kept like going to the teacher's hours, and I stayed up to like 4 a.m. and just studied. And like that's the thing, like I may not have the the brightest brain, but like the effort, I'm always going to put 100% into everything that I do, and I'm always going to continue to look to improve, and I'm just always going to continue to just put as much as I can into anything.
Good for you. Chris, thanks for the update on that for TubeBuddy. Sorry, vidIQ. Sorry, I think it is that you're using. And there you go. Ryan's going to look into it and whatnot. Excellent, excellent. All right, guys. Any other questions for Anthony here tonight? Don't want to keep you too late. You know, it's coming up to like, what, 9:30 now, 9:20. Sorry. I don't want to keep you up too late if you got to make that long commute tomorrow morning into the big city, the big smoke. For you. So, but anybody got any other questions for Anthony, or is there anything else that you want to say and let us, let everybody know about you? What you just said. Again, welcome to the community. Hopefully you can, partake in everything else, and look out for your live streams on Sunday as well.
Yeah. I look forward to being involved in this stream and segment as well, for sure. I mean, I had a blast watching, Ryan's segment and just doing this. I mean, I was definitely very nervous, like the whole, not even since Sunday, like when you messaged me, I was like, of course, like very excited, but like just a part of me was like, okay, oh, like just like the whole, like, okay, can I do this? Like, can I really talk for the whole like hour and a half or whatever it may be? But I've had a blast talking with you. You're an awesome person to talk to, super knowledgeable, and I've had a blast doing it. And
thanks for being part of this too. Seriously, I mean, honestly, that everybody knows. Like, I reached out to Anthony on the weekend, and I watched a few of his videos prior to that. I was looking at his Instagram, thinking this would be a perfect guy to have on as a guest. So, I mean, thanks a lot for doing this. And the last few days, you've been like, oh, I'm so excited. Oh my God, they're gonna bark.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I didn't chuck, but I'm okay. Yeah, thanks a lot for being part of this.
Yeah, of course.
For everybody, I mean, like everybody in the past as well. I mean, anybody else that wants to be a guest in the future, by all means, just reach out to me on Instagram. It'd be great. But yeah, these are all fun. They really are.
They are a lot. I had a blast. This was great.
So, like I've told most of the other people, a year from now, let's do an update.
Yeah.
To see how you're doing.
Definitely.
Maybe we'll watch this one the day before, and then we'll reiterate as to what we spoke about a year ago and get a full update on you, see how you're doing and whatnot. So that'd be great. But big plus for you guys. Seriously, there you go. Blood fans, like, there you go. Done. Excellent. All right. Any other questions, guys? Again, coming up to like almost an hour and a half. It's been a blast. As always, love doing this. We will not be doing one next Tuesday. Sorry. The following Tuesday, though, I got a special guest, so this is gonna be really exciting as well, for like it isn't every time. So, but anyways, Anthony, great having you tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so very much, and definitely gonna hopefully see you in the next few streams. Make sure you jump on board with everybody else's streams as well. I mean, definitely,
for sure,
and jump on his football stream on Sundays as well. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot for joining tonight. It's been a blast.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Rick, for having me, and appreciate it.
Anytime. All right, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you soon, guys.